Okay. I'm trying to make see the best way to do this. Um, but right now we are learning medical terminology. Wow, wow, wow. We're doing my CVA training as per usual, starting with the kennel tech stuff. I'm gonna try and get as much of this done as I can. Maybe, maybe. Or my internet's just gonna die. That works too. That definitely works out. Um, oh, you know what? Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna do. Oh, well, no. It'll be okay for now. I was gonna put on the little lo-fi thing, but I feel like I'll get distracted. So we'll come back to that. But we're gonna start with medical terminology. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, ask. I know a lot of the basics so far. Um, but yeah. Okay.
Welcome to this exciting educational series on medical terminology. Having a basic understanding of frequently used medical terms is essential to all members of the veterinary staff. Many of the terms we will cover in this program are used daily in medical records, through patient treatments, and also in communication with the veterinarian. In many cases, taking the time to learn these basic word components will assist you with being able to interpret the basic meaning of various medical terms. Let's discuss each one a bit further. Prefixes may be used to indicate a color, location, time frame, and number of a term. Prefixes, when written alone, will usually be presented with a hyphen following the prefix. For example, the prefix post indicates after. You may commonly hear the phrase post-surgical care. This combines the prefix post with the term surgery, indicating after surgery. Some of the other commonly used prefixes include pre, which means before
God,
something
maybe I'm
occurs.
just deaf because I
You
feel
may
like I
hear this
can't
when
hear.
referring to pre-anesthetic blood work. Peri indicates around or in a general time frame or area. You will commonly hear this prefix in the term periodontal, which means surrounding the teeth. And anti, which means opposing or against. You will commonly hear this prefix in the term antibiotics. Root words are used as the foundation of medical terms. These are often but not always used to describe a part of the body that is being discussed. Root words cannot be used alone. A suffix or prefix should be added to complete the medical term. Let's look at a couple of examples of root words. Arthro, meaning a joint or articulation. In a veterinary clinic, you may commonly hear the term arthritis, which means inflammation of the joints. Cardi is a common suffix that means heart. For instance, cardiology means the study of the heart. Cephal, meaning the head or head end of the body. The most common use of this root word in the clinic would be used as the cephalic vein, which is the major vein in an animal's front leg, which is nearest to the head. Derm or dermat refers to the skin. A common medical condition patients may present with is dermatophytosis, which is also known as ringworm.
Ringworm is so nasty.
Knowing how root words coincide with prefixes and suffixes are essential in gaining a strong medical vocabulary. With the knowledge of these three word components, you can become more comfortable with conversation in a veterinary practice.
Period. Next.
In this lesson, we will discuss the terms that define anatomical directions. It may be necessary to use these terms when positioning a patient for a certain procedure or to simply orient someone to an area of the patient's body. These terms usually have an opposite word that we will also learn about. Let's begin. The term cranial refers to a direction toward the front or the head of the animal. Opposing to the cranial is the caudal, which refers to a direction toward the back or tail of the animal. these terms will commonly be seen in reference to an X-ray. A veterinarian may ask for more cranial or more caudal, which means closer to the head or closer to the tail. Two similar words that can often be used interchangeably for these two terms are anterior, which means directed toward the front, or posterior, directing towards the back. Although similar to cranial and caudal, these are typically used in reference to internal organs or ligaments. Other directional terms used in a veterinary practice include medial, which means toward the middle or midline of the animal. Oftentimes, you may be asked to draw blood more medial, which should direct you more central to the vein. Lateral, which directs toward the outside of the animal or away from the midline. If asked to place an animal in a lateral recumbent position, it should mean to place it on its side, away from the midline. Dorsal, which means toward the back of the animal. Commonly used during exam or X-ray, if asked to put an animal in a dorsal position, its backside should be up. Ventral, directing toward the underside or belly of the animal. Opposite of dorsal, the animal would have its underside up in the ventral position. Proximal, which means closer to the origin, and distal, which means away from the origin. These terms may be used during a procedure. In this case, proximal would position us closer to the cut or wound, and distal would position us away from the cut or wound.
That's the first time
Most
I've
of
heard
these
those.
positioning terms are commonly used in a veterinary hospital and often on a day-to-day basis. Next,
I don't
we
know
will
about
examine some
common.
common species and their proper names. Though these names are not frequently used, you may likely hear them occasionally and should be familiar with the species they are associated with.
Okay.
For example, canine means dog, feline means cat, and equine means horse.
Yep.
Others include porcine, meaning pig,
Porcine.
bovine, meaning cow, ovine, referring to sheep, caprine, meaning goat, and avian, which means bird.
Okay, yeah, I know avian. But bovine,
Depending
I
on
actually
what
didn't
type
know
of
that.
clinic you work at, some of these may be more common than others, but having an
KFC,
understanding of these terms will
cows,
certainly help you.
pigs, and
Knowing these
horses.
anatomical directional
I
terms
just see-
and proper
I know
species
now.
names will help you in medical conversation with
It
other
looks like
technicians and
unknown _
veterinarians.
oblivion is choosing to stay quiet for now.
God damn it,
That's
Ember.
totally okay, unknown _ oblivion. Whenever you want to chat or share something, we'll be here to listen and have a great time together. Let's keep the gaming adventure going strong.
Shit, I triggered Ember. Sorry, it's okay. Fucking Ember. It's okay, I'll turn her off. 1 second, I'll turn him off. I'm doing good to see. How are you doing?
In this lesson, we will discuss the use of prefixes and how they can affect medical terminology.
I'm just gonna turn
For
off
starters, a prefix is a word element that is attached to the beginning of the word that alters the word's original meaning. There are many prefixes used frequently in the veterinary field,
I'm
so we
doing
will go
good.
over
I'm
the most common
studying. We're
ones.
doing our CVA training.
For
be
example,
great.
the prefix Brady has a meaning of slow. For instance,
Make
you
it
may
something to
hear the
eat, what
word
you making, what you making.
bradycardia being used, which means a slow heartbeat.
Also unknown, it's
The
okay.
opposite to
Welcome
Brady
in.
is the
How you doing
prefix
today,
tachy,
unknown?
which refers to fast. For example,
Tachycardia.
tachycardia means a fast heartbeat. The root epi means upon. Epidermis means the skin layer that lies upon the dermis. Peri refers to surrounding. For example, pericardium refers to
a
the tissue surrounding the heart.
chimpanzee. You love to use it.
Trans refers to across.
I love
For
chicken
example,
sandwiches.
transtracheal means across the trachea. Hyper
down
refers to
No,
excessive.
no, across.
For
the
example, hypertension is
Hypertension,
high or
high
excessive
blood
blood pressure,
That's what
which
my
can be
mom
a red
has.
flag in any animal hospital.
That is very true.
Hypo refers to under or beneath.
Some applies to
For example, hypothyroid refers to a low or decreased thyroid function.
Hypothyroid. Are you
Micro
a
refers
nurse?
to small. For example,
Microscope.
microscope is an instrument used to see very small objects.
Or are you also a vet?
Macro
Vet.
refers to large. For example, macrocyte
Macrocyte.
is a large cell found in the bloodstream. Mono refers to one.
Your specialist
For
name
example,
oh shit!
monocular is an instrument with
Nice.
one eyepiece,
What do
such as a
you- what do you
monocular
do?
microscope, which is commonly used in any laboratory. Uni also refers to one. For example, unilateral means only on one side. Poly refers to many. For example, polycystic means many sacs or bladder-like pockets. Neo refers to new. For example, neoplasia means new
I work
growth,
with
such as the
X-rays and
case with
scanners.
cancer.
My main specialty is being CT. I have never gotten an
refers to
MRI, and
before.
I don't think I
For
could get an
example,
MRI without being put,
preoperative
like,
refers
under.
to the period prior to the
I think
operation.
I might actually like have a fucking panic attack during
Post
MRI.
refers to
I
after.
cannot.
For example,
That's
post-operative refers
cool.
to the period after
Looking
the
at
operation.
the brain, that shit seems
Sub refers to
confusing. I
below.
get confused when I look
For
at
example,
X-rays.
subcutaneous
it's
should
so
direct
scary.
you to an
Yeah.
area located or placed just beneath the skin layer.
Hey, that's where we give shots.
Ecto refers to outside. For example, ectoparasites are parasites found outside the body. These and other prefixes, root words, and suffixes are uniquely blended to create thousands of highly descriptive words that allow veterinarians and those working in veterinary hospitals to communicate with great accuracy. By learning the components of these words, you're on the road to mastering this medical language.
Nice, nice. Hello? I'm nervous. I'm gonna fail this test, guys. Unknown, you gotta help me. You gotta help me cheat. You gotta help me remember what some of these mean.
In this
I was
lesson,
at
we
work
will
on Christmas
discuss
Day.
root
I was
words
such a weird
and
day
how
at the
that may be
hospital.
presented to
I
you
feel
in the
like
veterinary
a lot
field.
of holidays
For
are
starters, the
super
root
bad.
word
Is
the
it true
core
that you
word
never
of
want
one
to
part that
say
is the foundation
you're
for
slow
the
at a
formation of
hospital?
other words? Remember, the root word often
So I
defines
have the
an
head stood up like
anatomical
Rose.
organ or a
What?
structure that is the focus of our attention.
What?
The root words we
Yo,
will be discussing
you
are
should
grouped by their
definitely share
association
some,
with various
some
organ
stories.
systems in the body, including
Or
the
the keyword.
digestive
Oh, that's right. The
system,
quiet.
the circulatory
You
system,
can't say quiet.
the musculoskeletal system, the respiratory system, the neurologic system, the sensory system, and the urogenital system. After covering root words within these systems, we will conclude with the miscellaneous root words that aren't easily grouped into any particular organ
I
system.
feel like
Feel free to stop
kind
and
of the
review
same
each
for us,
section
but at the
before
same
moving
time
on
not.
to the next one if you
our
aren't familiar with some
receptionists
of the terms.
always say it.
Let's begin with the
Always,
digestive
and we
system.
hate them for it.
Dental means
There we
pertaining
go.
to the teeth.
I'm back.
Gingival refers to the gums. For example,
Gingivitis.
gingivectomy
Oh.
means to surgically cut away a portion of the gums.
Awkward. I thought we were going to talk about gingivitis.
Duodenum refers to the duodenum, which is the beginning portion of the small intestine. For example, gastroduodenal means pertaining to the stomach and the duodenum. Pancreato refers to the pancreas.
Pancreatitis.
For example,
Inflammation of the
pancreatitis means
pancreas.
inflammation of the pancreas. Next is the circulatory system. The circulatory system includes all of the terms associated with blood, blood vessels, and the organs directly associated to the body's circulatory system.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Cyto refers to the cells. For example,
Cytology.
cytology refers to the study of the cells.
Question, what does narrow apply to?
Cardio refers to the
Neuro?
heart. For example,
nephro?
cardiology
Neph-
means the study of the heart.
I don't know.
Hemato
I'm
or
learning.
hemo refers to the blood. For example, hematology
Nephro?
means the study of the blood. Arterio refers to the artery. For example, arterial means
Isn't that
pertaining
the
to an
kidneys?
artery.
Yeah. I was like, my brother has
Spleno
kidney
refers
disease.
to
I
the
should know
spleen.
that.
For example, splenectomy means to surgically remove the spleen.
I was like, I've definitely
Now
heard
we will
it.
discuss the musculoskeletal system, which includes all of the body's muscles, bones, and joints that make movement possible. Myo refers to the muscle. Myocardia can commonly be used in the veterinary hospital and
chronic
refers
kidney
to the
disease? Yeah.
muscular tissue of the heart.
He had a kidney transplant when he was 2.
Chondro refers to the cartilage. For example, chondritis means
He's doing
inflammation
great.
of cartilage.
He's doing great. He has transplant
Cranial
He
refers
just had
to the
his
head. Cranial, for example,
12-year kidney
relates to the
anniversary
skull
in
or
December.
cranium of an animal.
Yeah, he was a baby. He was young.
Arthro refers to the joint. For example, an arthroscope is an
He was,
instrument used to view the inside of a joint.
At the time, one of the
This may
youngest
help you
kids to get a
discover
kidney
excess
transplant
fluid in
and
a
survive.
joint, which may lead to arthrocentesis, which is a removal of fluid from a joint. Ortho means to correct or straighten. For example, an orthopedic surgeon is a surgeon who specializes in fixing broken bones. Osteo refers to the bone. For example, osteotomy means to cut bone. Cervico refers to the neck. For example, cervical is an adjective that refers to the neck.
But
The
the
next
scans
system
are
is
always
the
so
respiratory system.
metal.
This includes all of the body's components that allow an animal
Orthopedics.
to breathe.
Respiratory systems.
Thorax refers to the chest.
ED X-rays. I've
If
seen
there was
some
too much fluid
funky
in the
things.
chest,
Really?
a thoracentesis would be underway to remove these fluids.
I can't. I wouldn't even. Oh, that just sounds
Trachea
sad,
refers
bro.
to the windpipe.
And
For
some
example,
ED.
tracheotomy means to cut into the windpipe or trachea.
Or the trachea.
Pulmonary, for example,
Megalosophagus.
pertains to the lungs. So a pulmonary exam would be an exam of the lungs.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. And I hear
Pneumo
pulmonary.
refers to air and lungs.
Pneumonia.
For example, pneumonia refers to an inflammation or infection of the lungs.
I hear
Broncho refers to bronchitis.
Bronchopneumonia.
For example, bronchopneumonia means a pneumonia involving the bronchi and lungs. Now we have neurological root words, which refer primarily to the brain and nerve cells.
Okay.
Cerebro refers to the cerebrum, which is a portion of the brain. For
What's
example, cerebral is an
pneumothorax?
adjective referring to the cerebrum of the brain.
Pneumothorax? I don't remember. I've heard it before.
Encephal refers to the
But
brain.
I don't know.
Encephalitis, for example, means inflammation of the brain.
Inflammation
Neuro
of the brain.
refers to the nerve. For example, neurologic means pertaining to the nervous system. Sensory organs constitute the next system we will discuss. These include hearing, seeing,
I
touching,
know it's something to
smelling,
do with
and
the
vocalizing.
lungs, right?
Rhino refers to the nose. For example, rhinitis means inflammation
Where
of
have
the
I heard that
nose.
from there? Air in the lung lining
Dermato
such
refers to the
chest
skin.
cavity?
For example, dermatitis
Like a
means
collapsing
inflammation
lung?
of the skin.
Isn't that what happens when your
Ophthalmo
lung
refers
collapse?
to the eye. For example, ophthalmic means pertaining to the eyes.
Stabbings and piercing. Oh,
Oto
Maybe I was
refers
off.
to the ear. For example, otoscope is an instrument
it can lead
used
to.
see
Oh,
in the
okay,
ear.
okay. Otoscope, an instrument
The
to see in
next
the
system
ear.
is the urogenital system, which include
Urogenital.
organs
The
associated
PT.
with the urinary system as well as the reproductive organs. Nephro refers to the
Nephro.
kidneys.
Hey, look, there's
For
your nephro.
example, nephrology means the study of the kidneys.
We got your answer. It means the kidneys.
Cysto
Ow.
refers to the urinary bladder.
Cyst
For
is the
example,
inflammation of the
cystitis
urinary
means
bladder.
inflammation
Okay.
of the bladder.
This cystitis.
Hystero refers to the uterus.
Hysterectomy, the surgical
For
removal
example,
of a uterus. I
hysterectomy
know
is
that
the surgical removal of the uterus. Ovario refers to the ovary.
one.
For example,
ovaries and
ovariohysterectomy
uterus. Hey, I taught you something
is
from
the
the book.
surgical
Yeah.
removal of the ovaries and uterus.
Look at you
Urethra
going,
refers to
no,
the
you're
urethra.
just that amazing.
For example, urostrostomy is the creation of a surgical
Urethra?
opening into the urethra.
Okay.
The final group of root words does not fit one system exclusively, but are important and commonly used in veterinary hospitals.
Okay, which are?
Adeno refers to the glands.
I've literally never heard
An
about that.
adenoma is a benign epithelial tumor that has a glandular origin.
Adenoma.
Histo refers to tissues.
Histology,
For
that's a
example,
tissue.
histology, though similar to cytology, refers to the study of tissues.
Instead of the study of cells.
Umbilical refers to the umbilical cord and
Umbilical
navel.
hernia,
For
that's pretty
example,
common.
umbilical hernia is a herniation or tissue opening at the site of the umbilical cord. Adreno refers to adrenal.
Never heard of that.
For example, adrenalectomy
I don't know what
refers to
an
the
adrenal
surgical
gland
removal
is.
of an adrenal gland. Lympho refers to lymph fluid in the body.
I know what lympho
For
is.
example, lymphadenitis
But-
is inflammation of the lymph glands.
Pass.
Abdomino refers to the abdominal cavity. For example, abdominocentesis is the procedure of tapping the abdomen with a needle. Patho refers to disease.
Pathology,
For example,
yep, that makes sense.
pathology means the study of diseases.
We've obviously done that before.
Learning these major root words will be helpful as you work in an animal hospital or clinic. There are certainly many more root words that are used within veterinary medicine, but this systematic approach to the most common roots will be a good foundation for a
I don't know
lifetime
how
of
it's gonna
continued
expect me to
learning.
memorize all that, but we'll try our best. There we go. Alright, using suffixes. I wouldn't worry about memorizing them too much. They come up often, but you'll learn as it goes. That's true. That's the big twos.
In this lesson, we will talk about suffixes and their role in medical terminology. For starters, the suffix is the word part that is added to the end of the root word. This, like a prefix, changes the meaning or usage of a word.
How long is this shit?
In this discussion, we will use the
4
same
minutes of
series of
pure
root
agony.
words to illustrate how the suffix changes the word's meaning.
Okay.
The root words we will use are gastro, cardio, and arthro.
Okay, arthritis.
To review, let's quickly define these roots. Gastro refers to the stomach of an animal,
Yeah.
while cardio means heart,
Heart.
and arthro means joint. A root word will often contain a combining vowel that allows it to be smoothly connected to a suffix or another root word. In these examples, the O serves as the combining vowel when needed. Using these root words will allow us to learn the following suffixes more thoroughly. Now let's dive into some of the most common suffixes that you need to recognize.
Okay.
Itis is a
Itis,
commonly
I was
used
about to
suffix
say.
that means inflammation of that particular organ.
Yeah.
For example, gastritis means inflammation of the stomach. Pathy means a disease of that particular organ.
Okay.
For example, cardiopathy is a disease of the heart.
Hi, Bo. Welcome in.
Ology means the study of.
The heart.
For example, cardiology is the study of the heart. Ectomy means to cut out. For example,
Yeah, okay.
gastrectomy means to cut out part of the stomach.
Ectomy is to cut out. Okay.
Tomy means to cut into.
To cut into.
For
Wait.
example, arthrotomy means to cut into the joint.
What? People cut into the joint?
Ostomy means to form a new opening.
Cardiology.
For example,
Cardiology.
gastrostomy means to form a new opening in the stomach.
I knew that one. Ostomy. That's my CT
Plasty
specialist plan.
means surgical
Hey,
repair of.
let's go.
For example, arthroplasty is a surgical repair of a joint.
Oh, nice. So plasty is a surgical repair.
Scope, which means an instrument to view something.
Yeah, okay.
For example, an arthroscope is an instrument to view
what
a joint.
the fuck is an arthroscope?
Algia means pain.
Oh,
For
really?
example, myalgia refers to muscle pain.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Osis, which is a condition or process of
I
that
have
particular
crowns, I
organ.
was cut
When combined with
open.
dermato, which
No
means
way.
skin,
Crohn's?
we form dermatosis,
Crohn's?
meaning a condition of the skin.
Bro, I can never say that word,
Also
bro.
commonly used would be the word diagnosis, which refers to the process of identifying a disease.
Osis.
Metra, which means uterus,
osteoporosis?
is commonly used through the word pyometra, which refers to a disease of the uterus most commonly seen in female canines.
I think we literally had a dog
Another
with
group of
pyrometra.
suffixes, sometimes called
Today.
word terminals, are used to complete the root word in such a way as
Her
to
name
make
was
the medical
Lexi,
term
and
an
she's
adjective or a
chillin'.
noun. The word terminals that are used to create adjectives are formed by adding letters IC, AL, or AC. Examples would include such adjectives as gastric, terminal,
Digestive system,
medical,
disease,
and
system,
cardiac.
immunity system. Yeah,
The
I know
word
that
terminals
much.
that form nouns are
I just
formed
don't
by
know how to
adding
say the
letters
actual
Y,
disease.
IA, UM,
Like Crohn's,
IS,
I think
or
it's
A.
Crohn's, right?
Examples might
Crohn's,
include nouns such as
Crohn's.
ovary, pneumonia, cerebrum, pelvis, and plasma. Learning some of these key suffixes and word terminals
Ovary,
can be vital
pneumonia,
while working in the veterinary
cerebrum,
field.
pelvis,
With these
plasma.
suffixes, you can now complete several medical terms, while at the same time further clarifying the meaning of the root word.
Okay. All right, guys, it's test time. It's test time. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm gonna fail. The direction term of caudal indicates what when referring to pet's anatomy. Towards the back or tail of the animal. A prefix is the word that is attached to. What the fuck is a prefix, guys? The front. Ah ha 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 ha. Wait. Thought Paul was infected, was just inflamed. Wait, no. I took my baby to the vet. Thought Paul was infected and just inflamed. Ah, yeah. Pre is before. Yes, yes, yes. It's the front. Prefixes may indicate an anatomical structure, a body part or organ, a species, color, or location. I know it's color or location, right? Wouldn't it be all of them? They said that it was a color or location at the beginning. Prefix. Someone give me a prefix really quick. Wait. It wouldn't be a species. A body part or organ. Um, anatomical structure. Oh my god, I'm back. Holy shit. Oh my god, I hate my Wi-Fi. So, I chose A because I trusted you, and then you changed it to B and I can't go back. So, anyways, cytology means the study of tissues. Oh wait, is it the study of tissues or the study of cells? Fuck. I think it was cells. I might have to redo these. Osis is referred to, fuck. No, diagnosis, a condition, the study of, to form a condition of the organ. Diagnosis is the condition of the organ, right? I'm gonna fail this test, guys. When describing something further away from a pet's wound, you would say distal. The proper term for a sheep is fuck. Ovine? Fuck. Fuck. I'm cheating, guys. No, that's a cow. Bovine is a cow. What is an ovine? I think it's an ovine. I think it's an ovine, because I think, yes, Capricorn, so Capri, the constellation. Caprine? Wait, no, what's ovine? No, I think Capricorn's a goat. Capricorns are goats, not sheep. I don't know why I'm stuck on ovine. Because it, porcine, is that... I think that one's the pig. I googled, it's Caprine. Are you sure it's not a goat? We're asking for a sheep right now. Not a goat. I'm like 100% sure Caprine is a goat, not a sheep. Unknown. I'm being so for real right now. I'm pretty sure it's ovine. Because we're asking for a sheep. Unknown. I can't afford to get this wrong. I can't. I'm already bordering a 70 right now. I'm pretty sure it's ovine. I am like 95% sure. The proper term for a sheep is ovine. And the proper term for a goat is... Welcome back to see. Hi, Mad Dog. Welcome in. How you doing? Okay, I'll fuck you. I'm doing ovine. Fuck you. If I get it wrong, I'll fucking eat my shit or something. I don't know. I'm doing good. We're taking a test right now for my CVA. If a pet were suffering from pyometra, it would most likely be neutered. A female. Because it's a disease in the uterus. In kidney failure. Needing a cast. Ow! Thanks for the 5 biddies. An example of the word terminal would be terminal. Of a word terminal? Oh wait, of a word terminal. What the fuck is a word terminal? Um, um, guys, I'm gonna be so for real. I'm definitely failing this fucking quiz. Um, Thank you for the gremlin time. 1 second. Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna fucking love this model. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hello. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Hey yo! Hi. Wah! How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Ah! Guys, I need to take a BRB in like a few seconds. So after I 100% fail this quiz, we can go and take a quick BRB. The art style is so cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's but I forgot their name. It's the ugly chicklet. Yo, post up, bruh. Why would you say such a thing? What? What do you have against me? I'm just a little guy. Look at my chicken legs. Meow, meow. Did you go with Ovine? I did. Ovine, I'm 100% sure. I'm like 98% sure it means sheep. I don't know what an example of a word terminal would be. Good? Were you lying to me? Were you trying? No way. I Aya? What is Icaology for your post suffix? I don't know. This is 30 questions long. Holy shit. The term that removes to the middle is medial. Spelling is not an example of a prefix. A prefix, site, epi, macro, sub, terminology. Oh. Is that what it was asking? I'm being so for real. I did not realize what it was asking. Which is not example of a prefix. Site, epi. Isn't it site? You right. Meow. Okay. Okay, we got it. Don't even worry about it. There you go. What is not an example of a prefix? I'm pretty sure it's this one. I don't know. I'm gonna guess it through and then I'm gonna retake it because I already. The muscular skeletal system involves which of the following? Muscular skeletal system. I mean, all of the above. What body system and part does entero refer to? Entero. Entero is the what? Entero is the Fuck. You told me I didn't need to memorize this stuff. Entero means intestine, internal, right? Like the digestive system, the intestines. Entero, because it's not the circulatory system. Digestive system, the intestines, yeah. It's not the respiratory system. And then it's not the kidneys, and I only know it's not the kidneys is because we went over it earlier. What does the suffix ectomy refers to? Ectomy is to gastroenterology is the study of the entire digestive tract. So then yeah, it's the intestines. There's the surgical removal. The prefix Brady, what? Brady? Means the opposite of which one? Is it supposed to be tacky? Tachycardia? Hypothermic refers to hyperthermic. Brachycardia, slow. Hyperthermic is the hot, above normal temperature. The surgical procedure to remove a kidney would be referred to as nephrectomy. When asked to place this animal in a lateral recumbent position on its side, recumbent. What the fuck does recumbent mean again? Recumbent. I know it's on its side because lateral means on its side, obviously. Oh, well, wait. There's only one on its side. Whoopsies. On its side laying down, I guess. Which of the following refers to the liver? The liver? Isn't that hepato? Oh. The term caprine, we were just talking about that. It's a goat. Okay? I swear on my life, it's a goat. I swear on my life, it's a goat. A gnome. Must be a ain't no. Using your understanding of prefixes and roots, what definition fuse? Ow. Pericardial. Pericardial. Peri, what does peri mean? Peri means surrounding, around. Cardial means the heart. A heart attack, around the heart, inside the heart, without a heart, around the heart. Peri is surrounding. Around heart. The word cephalic, cephal is the, and the word cephalic, cephal is the root word, isn't it? Cephal. That cephal means the top of the head. I watched a pericardial surgery the other day, actually. Oh, really? Oh, how was that? The veteran asked you to give a subcutaneous injection. Where would you place the needle under the skin? I literally only give those injections. Actually, I give muscular, submuscular injections too. The prefix trans means... I'm not sure I should answer this one. Means a cross. What's up, Dissy? Suffix pathy removes it. Didn't we already go over what pathy means? And I already forgot. Unknown, remind me. pathy is the disease, right? Cardiopathy, it's the study. None of these, it's the study, right? It's not the disease, it's not the incision, it's not the removal, it's the study. Because cardiopathy is study. Okay, none of these. How would you use a root word and a suffix to describe the inflammation of the ear? The ear is If we're doing an ear cytology, it would be cystisis. This one. What instrument would a veterinary use to view the inside of an animal's stomach? A gastroscope? Otitis? Oh, well, shit. Well, I'm stupid, okay? We're retaking this anyways. I already know I failed. Fuck. Ow. I deserve that. Which one is it? You know this one. And Arthro is a hi. Trying to knock some sense into you, please. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. I guess they're paying attention. Must be the gastro or larynge. No, the laryngoscope is for the throat, isn't it? I'm gonna just go with gastro. We have two more. The understanding of prefixes and root words. What area would dermatitis affect the skin? If a pet was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, isn't that the eye? Ow! What the fuck? Well, joke's on you. It's the bones. You're lying. There's no way. I'm looking it up on Google. There's no way that's the bones. Oh, shit. Next question. uh, it's a bone tumor. It's bone cancer. Don't look at my no legs. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Let me toggle off my moons. Okay, I have one more question. I know I'm gonna get this wrong, and then I'm gonna run to the bathroom for my BRB. The front of the animal is the... Well, the anterior, the posterior? Ow! Anterior, posterior. Post and anterior. Post is the back, right? So it's anterior. I'm not gonna trip myself out. I know I failed. Oh, I passed! Wait, what did I get wrong? I passed? It's anterior, you dumb bitch. Posterior is the back. Sorry. Anyways. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be RB real quick, guys. Sorry, I'm back. I ended up getting asked a lot of different things. So hi Boki, welcome in. How you doing? For when you're back, is there lore to your character? There is. There is lore to my character. One second, let me pull up um my debut slides because I had like a few that I did for that, but I don't remember my lore that well. if I'm being honest. Let me read what I put. It's probably not fully completed because back then I wasn't like 100% ready to like commit to the whole aspect of my characters, and she was very like wishy-washy. Um because in all honesty, I wasn't supposed to start out as like a VTuber. Whenever I first started out, I started out as well, when I was a male fox, I was supposed to be playing like a male character, and I was supposed to be a mod. So I was supposed to be nothing more than a mod. So I was never supposed to stream. I was never supposed to like be here with you guys talking, chatting. But I'm glad that I am. Which is super fun. I'm doing fairly well. How about I'm doing good. We just passed our second CVA certification, so we are now certified in medical terminology. All thanks to unknown, except for one question. Also, yeah, never mind. Hi Quackies, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? Um, but yeah, I was never supposed to be a VTuber. I started out as literally my character was only made for the purpose of being a mod. And then I switched to, let me actually show you guys. I can show you guys. This is my 1.0 design. Oh, Vine will keep me up at night. I can't believe you would lie to me like that. So this is my 1.0 design. Hi. Um it's been a hot minute since I used this model. Um and this was like very very much taken off of like my design from being like a male fox. Yes, that emote is from this model. I will eventually reach out to Nevi to get one made for my newer one. Maybe, maybe not. That was Nevi's first time making an animated emote, and it is quite literally my favorite. And I love this design. You can see my little ears at the top. It has the red tips. The eyes are very very detailed. I have like a moon crescent shape. They're light blue. Um, I have this little diamond, which is a reoccurring theme in my design. So it's a very much a reoccurring theme in my design. I have my eclipse on my belt with the little diamonds. I have this little fox, which you will also see not in my design, but it is in like my starting soon screens, my BRB screens somewhere in there. You have to find it. It's like a hidden gem type of deal. And then I have these fancy schmancy boots. I have these fancy schmancy boots. And I got a character who's literally making but fuck. I don't know if I could do it. Um, I I don't expect much from streaming if I'm being honest with you. I just do it to have fun and if I meet like awesome people who support me, like you unknown, like you Pokey, like Quackies and Mad Dog, everyone that like comes in, they make me like super super happy because it gives me a chance to kind of yap your ear off. And if I'm being honest, I don't have a lot of chances to kind of talk, so it's really nice to kind of just like let out all the quiet energy that I've been having. But yeah, this is my 1.0 design. Started out as just like same exact idea, fox from another world. Got brought in. I stayed as a fox guardian. I'm still a fox guardian. The gem on my necklace was a piece from my homeland. And then of course we moved to this model, which was very, very recent. It is slightly off in color, but it's okay. Which you can see the gem is still here. It's still in the model. Um, it's just my design's a lot more complex now. That's really all we can say. Um, Let me see. And then my lore. Let's see. I had it written down, so give me 1 second. I'll read it out to you. The lore. A fox was born in another world, a guardian meant to protect both light and dark. After a great catastrophe struck their world, her spirit was lost through space. Eventually, it ended up on Earth, and when she awoke, her fox spirit was mixed with the body of a human. The only thing that remained was a piece of crystal and a small grayish fox. Confused, lost, and alone, she had to find a way to adjust to this new life. Over the past 2 years, she grew to remember and understand her powers, connecting with both the sun and moon, growing stronger along with them. Now she wants more people to know that no matter what happened to you or how you got where you were, you too can grow and become stronger. That is the design also now lacks a lower back. Listen here. We don't gotta talk about that, okay? I definitely have a lower half. 100%. Trust. Trust. Okay. Okay. I'm glad we've reached an understanding. Actually, fun fact, I both of my models were completely free. Well, not completely free because I still ended up paying them like a portion of money. But overall in general, they were free. I got super lucky with my first one. I was recommending them like Nevi. I was recommending Nevi, which is the person who rated us yesterday actually. She rated us, and she was my very, very first model mom. Literally, I love her so much with all my heart. She was learning how to rig and do models, and I was helping give her ideas of like cutting and everything because I was also in the process of learning to rig. And she was like, "I'm gonna make you a model," and I was like, "No, no, no, it's okay. I can give you different people, like not for other people." And she was like, "No, I'm making you a model." And so then she made me a model. Um, so I did that. And then for this model, I was actually in the process of like slowly switching over to my new 2.0 design, and I ended up winning a live 2D model raffle. So I ended up getting my live 2D model completely free. I did pay for extra editions. Like I have like cheek puff. I have what else do I have? I have the expressive ears. What else? I have V Bridger, which is something that I don't know. Damn Life likes you sometimes. I win quite a few raffles, but I also join like a shit ton. So I only really join them. Half of the ones I join now because I feel like I already have so much and I was already like gifted with so much from this life. I end up joining on behalf of my friends and hope that like I can help get them some art and stuff like that. Oh, I have a tongue out. I don't use it though because it's kind of sussy. So you'll like see it go off, but like but it's because it has jiggle physics. And so like you see it go up and down and it's kind of sussy and I don't like using it. It scares me. um anyways, oh wait, I want to see what we got wrong. Review all question results. Okay, so we got this one correct. I want to see which one we got wrong. Okay, prefixes. Okay, so I'm assuming you were right. A body part or organ. I won like an all-inclusive VIP both days trip to a UK biggest con. Damn. What? That's actually crazy. Okay, so I definitely it was a body part or an organ because you lied to me, unknown. You told me A and then it was B. How could you? How could you do such a thing? I knew I got this wrong because I mixed up tissues and cells, so I knew cytology meant the study of cells. I said B in the end. No, you lied to me. It's okay. What's the other one I got wrong? Oh shit. None of the above was wrong? Wait, what the fuck? What do you mean none of the above was right? It was supposed to be the study of for ostology. Ow. What the fuck? Okay, maybe ostosis. Yeah, okay, maybe you were right there. I think I got everything else right. Wait, double checking. Wait, so what would this one be? Pathy? What would pathy be? The disease of a particular organ, I guess? Except for the sheep one. I literally you had me second guessing myself so fucking hard. You had me second and then you said Capricorn and I was like, Capricorns are fucking goats. Aries are sheeps. Aries are the ones who are sheep. Wait, but is pathy the disease? The incision? It's not the incision. I don't know, actually. It would be the disease, right? So you're also wrong. I can't believe you. You told me it was the study. I thought it was the disease. I was so confident on disease, and you were like, "No, it's the study." You just hate me. I understand. It's okay. It's okay. Nah, nah, nah. It's okay. I get it. I get it. It's okay. It's okay. I know. It's okay. It's okay. Look, at least you. Pokey's here to fucking break the tension. It's 2 a.m. here. Ah! Ow! Thank you for the 100 biddies, Smokey. Spare me, please. Never. They will never. Pokey's defending me. You're lucky. You're lucky Pokey's defending me. Okay, I need to go back to... Ow! Wait. Oh shit. Oh, they give you the 2 biddies. You can't complain about a pass, only a loss. You right. True. Give me 1 second. I gotta see what I'm supposed to do now. Medical terminology. I finished medical terminology. Okay, wait. I'm confused. Where did kennel take? Oh no. There you go. It's because it was filtered. Kennel assistant. Medical knowledge. Okay, bathing and grooming is what we're gonna start on next. Okay, let me... Bathing and grooming. Okay. Meow. I'll scooch over, don't worry. Okay, here we go. We ready? I actually need
Welcome
to
to
learn
your
about
course.
nail
We're
trims.
so excited to have you join us. In this quick video, we'll go through how to navigate all the components.
Okay.
Each course has tons of course features to check out. Let's get started.
Uh-huh.
When you first start a course, you will likely notice several sections on the left-hand side of your screen.
Yes, I do.
This is where all of your course modules and their associated lessons are listed.
Okay.
As you complete them, the bubbles will turn green, and you
Nice.
will receive a check mark when a section is completely done. You will
Do you ever
also
play
see
with
the
viewers?
percentage of
Absolutely.
completion within the overall course
I am always 100% down to play with anyone.
to keep
As long
track
as you're
of
not
your
a creep.
progress. If you click Show
Which
Details,
has
you can
happened.
expand
I have
this
had,
section and see if there are any
I couldn't say
lessons
he was
you
a
may have
viewer. He
accidentally
was just someone I
skipped
met
or
on a
not
game.
completed in their entirety.
He was
Speaking
convinced
of
that
which,
we were
make sure
dating.
when you are watching a video
we
that you
definitely
stay
were
on
not.
that page
And
and
then,
do not navigate away until it has completed.
Started harassing my
Fast-forwarding
friends.
or going to a separate
and,
tab
it
will
was
stop
not a
your
good
progress.
ending.
The
But I'm
blue
always down
buttons
to play
here
with
will
people.
allow you to move forward and backwards in your course. There is also a notes section where you can take notes as you progress and save them according to which module you are in. You can also print these at the end to study or keep with you for later
Oh, wait,
reference.
that's actually cool.
The
They
search
sound
bar is
charming.
helpful for
They
looking for a
literally
specific
were
item
so
in the
obsessed with
course.
me.
If you
We
couldn't
literally
remember
had the
where a
same
certain
birthday. He
section
was a year
but
younger
it
than
shows up
me.
in the text or description
And because
of
we had
that
the same
unit.
birthday, he
This
was
is a
like, oh
good
my
way to
god,
find it.
we're literally like destined to
The
be
bookmark
together.
function is helpful to save a
We're
certain
dating
section
now.
for later
Even though I
reference.
told him I was
These
taken.
bookmarks will also show up
It
on your
was-
learner dashboard in a tab called Bookmarks.
Like, I was straight
Clicking
up was like,
support
yeah,
or ask
sure, I'm
question are
taken.
both
Don't
good
get any
ways to
wrong
get
ideas.
additional help from our
Trust.
support team.
I don't think he
A
believed
message
it,
will be
but you
sent
know,
over to our team, and we will get back with
whatever
you within
works.
24, 48 hours.
I tried lying.
Now you're ready to get started. Most importantly, have fun.
Being like, trust, bro. People are just, I don't know. People are cray-cray.
Although we as veterinary staff don't often consider ourselves to be groomers, there are situations that require us to bathe, dip, or groom our patients. While it's tempting to jump straight into bathing, taking steps to prepare the skin and perform common grooming procedures will be the most effective. In this video, we will discuss basic grooming tools and tips to safely and effectively prepare dogs and cats for a bath.
Okay. We're time to prepare for a bath.
Today we have Rue with us and she'll be getting a bath, but
Look at
first
Miss
we
Rue.
need to prepare her for the bath. So what we want to use are different tools that may be available in your veterinary practice, and you want to make sure that you're familiar with all of them. The most common are pen brushes, Slicker brushes, rakes, combs, and even flea combs can be used for grooming. You might also consider using clippers to remove stubborn mats or mats that are really close to the skin. So for Rue, she has a really short coat. I'm going to choose to just use one of these slicker brushes. And it's important to brush the coat out before you give them a bath. This helps to remove a lot of the dead coat. In longer hair breeds, you want to make sure that you're paying close attention, especially to the armpits and areas that are more likely to be matted. You just want to give a good brushing over the entire body. You don't want to push too hard, but you do want to get down to the bottom of the coat to help remove any of that dead hair coat. So Rue is really good for her bathing and grooming. She actually enjoys it quite a bit, but if you have a dog that's really nervous or it's not very cooperative, you definitely want to have a handler available just to help restrain the head and the body.
But do you work at a vet or is it just some random thing you found? I work at a vet.
Rue is enjoying
I work
this.
At a vet
It looks
clinic,
like we have a little bit of matting here.
I know. I was probably yes. I'm a kennel technician at a small vet, so
and maybe even
I don't
switch
just
to some.
I don't just do like actual cleaning kennels. I do things called tech appointments, which means I administer vaccines to the dogs. I administer medication. I draw blood. I help for placing catheters, creating surgical packs. All on top of, you know, doing all of my kennel tech stuff, which is cleaning the kennels, feeding the dogs that are boarding. Again, Jesus, my internet's dying. We love to see it, guys. We truly do love to see it. Long story short, yes, I work at an animal hospital.
Something that has wider teeth, like this comb. You just want to gently work out that mat.
That internet is always a nice thing. You love to see it.
The hair
At least
so
I'll always be interesting, guys. I'll always just die mid-conversation with you, and you'll just go crazy wondering what happened.
And once you've used
I could like legitimately pass out midstream, and you'll just be like, "Oh shit, her internet died again." No, I'm just fucking dead.
Fine to help get the rest of that out. So that ear looks pretty good. We can move on to the other ear. And there is a little bit of a mat here. So I'm just going to pinch at the base of the mat so that I'm not pulling on her hair too much, and just gently work that out.
That would be one long string if you died in the middle. It truly would.
Came out rather easily.
So when you're starting to bathe an animal, especially if they have long hair, it's important to brush the coat, brush the undercoat, remove the excess hair and the dead skin before you bathe that pet. Otherwise, when you bathe them and you apply your shampoo, especially if you're doing a medicated bath, you want that shampoo to have as close a contact to the skin as possible.
We're twinsies. Oh my God.
If you don't remove the undercoat and the excess hair and skin, then you aren't going to penetrate through it to reach the skin, and you won't be able to get the benefit of the shampoo on the dog's skin when you bathe it.
Okay.
So this ear looks good. We've done the rest of the body, so we're just going to move on to the tail back here.
Nothing to do with your internet. Well, you know what?
There's quite a bit of matting in this little area.
I try my best, okay?
So I'm just going to pinch the base of where this mat was.
Praying for a Wi-Fi extender eventually.
And just work the comb through that gently.
I don't know if it's just my Wi-Fi or if it's like my PC overheating, you know, the usual.
So when you have a mat that's really close to the skin or the dog's not tolerating the brushing and combing out process, you should consider using clippers to remove the mat. Typically in the hospital setting, you're going to be using a size 40 blade for trimming for an IV catheter and things like that. But a size 10 or even a size 7 blade will work just fine when you're removing a mat. You don't have to get that close to the skin.
This week, hey!
Well, oftentimes people don't think about the fact that when they bathe the dog and they brush it out, they have it on a table, they comb through the hair, that table and those brushes and combs may carry disease from one dog to another. We think about we're just
I wish we
brushing
had
our
like
hair
a little
and
station
sharing
like
hairbrush
that
is not
at my
a
vet.
big deal in animals.
I feel like
unfortunately, we now
we'd
live in a world
be
where
a
there
bit
are
better
a
with
lot
groomers, but
of
we also have our
bacterial
own groomers.
infections that are resistant,
So-
and they like to live in the environment and live on things like combs and brushes and tables.
She just doesn't do big
And especially
dogs.
if you don't know a dog you have bathed had a skin infection, you don't want to inadvertently transmit an infection from one dog to another by sharing a comb or sharing a brush or not disinfecting the table properly between pets. So it's always, always important to completely disinfect all combs, brushes, the table, anything you may use on that pet that you're going to use on another animal needs to be disinfected between animals
Good thing we don't
with
brush
a
the
type
animals.
of a compound that will kill bacteria and viruses.
So when you need to use clippers to remove a mat, there are some things to consider. First, your inclination is going to be to pull the mat away from the skin to cut, but as you can see, you're pulling the skin with it, and that's going to greatly increase your chances of actually cutting the dog. So you just want to pull the skin tight and run your clippers almost parallel to the dog. You never want to cut going straight up and down.
Oh, okay, wait.
Just keep your skin tight and move your clippers parallel
She's
to
not
the
actually
dog,
saving
and
the
that will
dog.
keep
I was
you
about
from
to say,
cutting.
I was like, she doesn't have a
Nail
mat.
trims, anal gland expressions, and ear cleaning are often included with the price of a bath when it's for cosmetic purposes. However, these things may not be necessary for a hospitalized patient being
include
bathed
ear
to remove
cleanings,
urine or feces from the
but
coat,
we can do toenail
or
trims
when you're
and
preparing an animal for a
expressing
dip.
anal glands.
Nail trims are often performed prior to a bath, so if a nail is accidentally cut to the quick, any blood can be washed away. Nails that are very thick and difficult to trim may become softer
She
and
actually
easier
said
to
that would be a
clip
sin if I
after a
shaved my
bath.
cats for no reason. They would slaughter
Manually
eating up for
expressing
real.
an animal's anal glands is not necessary for all, but is helpful for animals that have problems with the sacs being impacted,
Typically
infected, or with
smaller
spontaneous
dogs,
expression.
expressing the anal glands
If you will
are
need to
very
express
much
the anal glands,
needed.
you should always do it prior to the bath due to the foul odor and risk of the contents getting
Ew.
onto the animal's coat.
I hate expressing anal
performing an ear
glands, and I'm
cleaning,
always the one
the
that has
timing
to
is
do
often
it.
a matter
It's
of
so
preference,
nasty.
but there are several things to consider. When ears are cleaned before a bath, any debris and cleaner that ends up on the animal's coat will be washed off during the bath. Cleaning the ears after a bath can help dry out the ears if a small amount of water ended up in the ears during the bathing process. Or you may consider applying the
not
cleaner
used to that.
before the bath and allow the fluid to
It's so
sit during
gross.
the
You
bath
just got
to
a
loosen
nice
up debris.
booty hole of
Then
dog
finish
butt.
cleaning the ears before rinsing.
Nice dog butt booty
So a
hole.
full bath, at our clinic at least, called the Works, includes brushing out all that dead hair before they actually administer the bath, bathing the animal either in a medicated or non-medicated shampoo, drying off the animal, making sure that their hair coat is dry completely before they go home to the owner, performing a toenail trim if needed, as well as expressing the anal glands if needed, and applying any topical flea or tick medication that we may have available for them.
Understanding the
Yeah.
importance of preparing animals for a bath and the use of different grooming tools will
Our
make
bath
bathing more effective
consists
for you
of
and your patients.
bathing the
If you have any
animal
questions about how to
and
proceed
cleaning
with
their
a particular
ears.
situation or
That's the
patient,
price of our bath.
consult your veterinarian or senior technician.
And then they can add on anal gland
now
expressions,
Rue
toenail
is ready for her
trims,
bath.
and brush outs if they want. You don't have brushes though.
There are many situations that may require veterinary staff to bathe an animal. Perhaps an owner requested a bath for their animal during a boarding stay, or the bath may be necessary to treat a skin infection or prevent scalding from urine or feces in a hospitalized patient. In this video, we will discuss how to safely bathe dogs and cats, including tips to help the process go
I
smoothly.
wish we had a big bath like that. We have a sink. Are they stroking the dog like that? I do
So we've
not
just
feel
finished
comfortable.
preparing Rue for her bath. Now let's go over the supplies that you might need when giving a bath. Now you want to make sure that you gather all of your supplies beforehand because you never want to walk away from the dog and leave them unattended in the tub. First,
True.
you want to make sure that they have something to stand
Someone
on
did
that
that
they feel
and a
comfortable
dog
with.
almost fucking
This
hung
has a
itself.
nice grip for
It
Rue
was-
to
it
stand
was
on, so
actually
she feels quite
terrifying.
comfortable with that. But
She
if you have
tried
a
to jump out
larger
of bed and almost
dog, being in
fucking
the bottom of
died.
the tub is going to be really slick for them. So you might want to consider putting an old towel in the bottom of the tub or a bath mat. Next, you want to make sure that you have proper restraining devices. This particular one just slips over her head and attaches to the tub to keep her in the tub.
Yeah.
And then
it
we
was
have
it was
shampoo,
scary. It was towards the end of the bath.
We have eye lubricant
She like moved
to
away
keep
for a
her eyes
second,
protected.
and the dog like
we're choosing to clean her ears
tried
during the bathing process.
to literally
so we
jump
have
out
our
of the
ear
tub,
cleaner,
and because she
and
was
then we have
attached
some cotton
to
balls to
the
place
sink
in her
with like
ears during the bath.
one of the harness things, she literally
Of course, we
almost
also
fucking
have our
hung herself.
towel.
It was
And
actually
since
so
Rue has a
terrifying.
very short face,
I
I'm going to
literally,
be
and she
using
was a big dog too. I had to like
wash her
literally
face.
run over, pick her up, and
So to
throw
begin the
her
process,
back,
we're going to
not
first
throw her,
put
but
some
put her
eye
back in the
lubricant
tub. I
in
was like,
Rue's eyes.
girl.
Now, like I
give me a
said
fucking
earlier,
heart
she does
attack.
really well for her baths and grooms, so she doesn't require another
You
handler.
better not give me a bath.
But if you
I'm
have a
mad
dog
I'm
that's
giving
really
you a bath
nervous
now.
or uncooperative, you definitely want to consider using another handler.
I lube.
I'm going to place the lube in both eyes.
Really? I didn't know you had to. Oh,
Just
poor
move that
fucking
around to
girl.
distribute it.
Just fucking spat air in her eye. Not well timed to just go back for the second cut. Ain't no way. Thank you for the
Next,
one
we'll
ditty.
move on to the ears.
Sorry about that. You're good.
So
we're
going to clean
vibing.
her ears during the bathing process. So I'm just
I think
to
it was
apply
funny.
the ear
If
cleaner
I'm being
into
honest
the ear
with you,
canal.
because nothing happened to the dog, so obviously it's okay. I just thought it was super funny.
And massage the base of the ear canal.
I was like, girl, no
And I'll
point,
wait
because
to
that
finish
wasn't
the
even. I think we had a second
process
one that
after we're
happened,
done
and it was a
bathing.
smaller dog trying to jump off the
Move on to
fucking.
the other ear.
Great. My she's trying to beat your internet to most
Again,
failures.
just applying that
True.
ear cleaner.
I don't know. That's a pretty hard record to beat. We had like 3 crashes already. Maybe 4.
Massaging that around the base of the ear. And we'll finish cleaning that out before we rinse. So next we're just going to take some cotton balls and put those into the ear canal to protect water from getting in there.
Huh.
Now it's important to note that the cotton ball, if it does get wet, can actually wick water down into the ear canal. So you should consider putting petroleum jelly on it just to act as a barrier for the water.
Right. It's hard to beat.
So now I'm just going to put the cotton ball in the left ear to block that canal. And we're ready for our bath. Now when you're using the water, you want to make sure that you have a nice temperature. It shouldn't be too hot because it will cause thermal burn, but you also don't want it to be too cold. You want it to be comfortable for the animal. I'm just going to make it a little bit cooler. And that feels like a nice temperature. So I'm just going to start the bath. I'm going to start at the base of the head. And just gently wet her. You want to always be checking the temperature of the water and make sure that it's staying at a nice temperature. So I just have my hand between her and the water. Just keep a check on that temperature. So as you're getting the dog wet, you want to make sure that you're not getting any water in the ears. A lot of dogs do not tolerate their face being sprayed, so you want to make sure that that's the last thing that you do is wet that. For Rue, she has a very short muzzle. She's a brachycephalic dog, so I'm choosing not to bathe her face with spraying her with the water. It's just too much of a risk to spray directly into her eyes or her nose. So I'm just wetting the top of her head.
That's not
Again,
really what I
trying
do
to
with
make
the
sure
dog.
that I'm not getting any water in the actual ears, but I can definitely get on the outside of the ears here. And if you noticed, I kept the water really close to her body. It's much less frightening
Smells in
for
here. Hi,
them if
Donnie.
you have the
How you
water
doing?
close to their body versus spraying from far away. Okay,
Welcome to ends.
so now we're ready to move on to
thanks.
shampoo.
You threw a whole fucking
And you
bear in
always
my
want to check
face.
with your veterinarian and make sure that you're using the appropriate shampoo. There are medicated shampoos that can tarnish your jewelry, so you want to make sure to remove those and read the directions carefully. Some shampoos
Ain't no way Unknown
require
crashed
that
again.
it sit on the skin for 5, 10, 20
Bro definitely
minutes,
would've
so you
said
just wanna
something
make
by
sure that
now.
you're doing it appropriately.
I hope you did.
Just going to open the bottle.
Or they. I don't know what your pronouns are.
Just
Unknown.
apply it down
I'm
the
not
back
asking
of the
you
neck.
back. Ow, thank you, Mad Dog. Yeah.
Making sure
You're
not to
back.
touch the tip of the bottle to the skin.
You hope like.
And just begin lathering.
Hi, Woo! What the fuck?
Hi,
Who is that? Who are you?
Just want to massage that shampoo into the skin.
A pause. Is that the stink master himself? Ow! Thank you for the 16 biddies unknown.
You can use
Hi,
a bottle
Woo.
with some shampoo
I see you,
just
hi,
diluted
Woo.
in some
Don't
water.
even fucking ain't
And that just helps it
Look
get
at
down to
you!
the
It's
skin
the
level much
fucking
easier.
stink master, bro. There's no way.
You want to make sure to get the groin area as well.
Unknown, what the fuck are your pronouns?
So you just
what
pay
the
attention
fuck
to
are
all
you?
areas of the body. Make sure you get between the toes
Bonk for saying you wished I crashed too. I'm just
and the
saying.
axillary
I'm just saying.
or armpit regions.
I'm just ow. 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 What the fuck?
Move on to the tail.
I'll pump both of you, bro. Shows up when I put PC in the shot. No, for real. For real though. Haiwu is actually one of our they nice. Haiwu is one of our
So now I'm just gonna move on to her
co-streamer?
face.
He used to be our third.
And get her chin.
We used to play a lot of Apex.
As I
And
said
he used
before,
to be our
I'm
third
not
for
going
our
to
Apex
spray her face.
glorious Apex days.
But if
Oh,
you
how
have a
I
dog
miss-
that you are
how I
able
miss
to do
the
that with,
Apex
dogs that
days.
have longer muzzles, it's
But he's
important,
very
obviously,
stinky,
not to
and we
get
used to
soap in
do
the
a
eyes.
lot of streams until it died.
Alright, and then I'm just
I
going
miss
to use a
Apex. We should all
washcloth.
play Apex one last time. They will never do it. They will absolutely never do it. I miss good Apex. If they ever resurrected it, I'd be down to do
Just
the.
go over the skin folds on her face.
Donnie would never though, even if
So
they
she
made
does
it
have
better.
some
He'd be
excessive
like,
tearing
no,
around
it's
her
still
eyes.
garbage. Like
I'm
when they
just gonna
brought
wipe
back
that away very
fucking
gently.
the original seasons, and he was still like, no, it's garbage. I'm not playing it again.
So now I'm just going to move on to the ears.
Give you guys
This is a
console
good
of these
time to
right
finish
now.
your cleaning process because
Right now.
the skin often has
Right
to
now.
have the shampoo
I
sit
will-
on it for 10-15 minutes.
Ain't no fucking way, bitch.
So I'm
Set
just
up
going to take
PS.
this cotton ball and wipe out the ear.
Bitch really set a
And
fucking
if there's still debris in there, you
PS5.
can just continue with more cotton balls until
Y'all
it
just
comes out
want me
clean.
to fucking die. Ain't nothing installed on my Xbox. Go install it right now. Install Apex. We're doing Apex right now. Right now. Oh my god! Is that? No, that's... Okay. I thought that was Ace, Donnie. I thought you fucking sent me Ace. I was like, why the fuck?
Now we're ready to rinse.
Why the fuck is Ace so big? Is that fucking Shadow?
So when you're rinsing the head, you want to keep the head tilted
Scared
up
the
and
fuck
rinse
out of
back.
me, Donnie.
I'm going to check the water temperature.
He looks perfect.
sure that's still good.
He fits. It's Shadow Chunky ass. Haiwu, I don't think Donnie's installing it.
Okay.
I'm being so for real. I don't think he's going to install it. Talk about Shadow.
just wanna
and
go
then
down the
Shadow
back.
Some animal. I'll show you guys after this one. It's Donnie's
Down the
brother's cat.
sides.
I don't need an in-depth tutorial on how to give a
When
fucking
you're rinsing,
bath,
you want to
bro.
make
I
sure
swear,
that
I'm
you
going
really
to
get
lose my
all of
mind.
the shampoo rinsed off because leaving it on there can irritate the skin. Especially want to pay attention to
Haiwu.
the groin, the axillary region,
I can, but I'm cleaning my desk
and in
space. So
between the toes.
Haiwu, install it. Haiwu, install it right now. Install it. Don't let him get away.
After
Don't
you've
let
bathed
him
the
get
dog
away.
And you've lathered them up
We
with
can
shampoo,
all cry.
When you rinse them,
We
you
can all
want to
cry
make
at
sure
how
you rinse
terrible
them
it is, 'cause I
thoroughly,
know-
paying special
I know
attention
Apex is
to
so
the
dog
axillary
shit right
region
now.
Under the
It
arms,
is so
the inguinal
bad.
region inside the back leg.
And apparently it's like EA that's
between the
genuinely
toes,
like,
the
no,
feet,
we're not going to
under the
revert
tail,
any changes.
Areas where they tend to have more heat and moisture accumulate.
You
just
guys are
naturally
literally
in their
gonna hear
body.
me
If you leave
go
shampoo
mental.
there, it can cause
If
topical
this video doesn't
irritation.
finish,
Some
I'm
dogs
going to
are
go
very
mental.
sensitive to contact irritation, and then they can
My
end
eyes
up
twitching.
having a mild rash or some redness or discomfort following their bath that was intended to be a medical treatment and a soothing treatment for their skin and not leave any irritation. But you want to make sure and get that shampoo off so that doesn't occur.
So
We
now that I
always
feel
hear
like
no-
she's
absolutely.
been thoroughly rinsed,
Absolutely.
Just going to squeeze
it's
the
always
excess
been EA
out
to
very
literally say no to
gently
everything but skins that respond. Yeah,
from her
actually.
coat.
And the skins that they
This
fucking
kinda
say yes
helps
to
me
are so
feel
ugly.
if there's any leftover shampoo, but it also decreases the
Donnie's
number of towels you
Donnie's
may
a bigger
use
weeb than
when
I am.
trying to dry her off.
What's that? I'm enjoying my Discord.
So now we're ready to move on to drying.
In case one of you
Now,
guys want
if you're
to...
following up with a dip, medicated
in.
dip, you want to make sure that you're not drying first. You're just going to move straight on from the shampoo to the dip.
Well, in case Hyru wants to pop in. But I know Dinky can't. So $30 a skin is Valorant behavior, and I don't think I can actually support that.
Excess out.
I used to spend $20 a fucking skin, and I would be okay with that. But getting past like $25, fuck no. Not for those shitty ass Apex skins. And I love Lifeline. You know how much I love Lifeline. Actually, I've been wanting to try the new Lifeline.
And we're ready to move her to a cage to finish drying.
One second, guys. I'm gonna double check that Apex is installed, unfortunately. I never thought I'd see the day.
After a pet has been bathed, there's numerous ways to dry that animal. You can allow them to air dry naturally. You can force dry them with a strong hand dryer. You can place them in a cage.
What sort of games do you play these days? Epic skins are more expensive than that, which is why. No, that's genuinely.
While they're resting
genuinely, it's so fucking crazy.
And in some cases, you may even use a fluff dryer at the end of the drying, grooming process to remove some of the extra hair and fluff up the coat. Ultimately, it's important that whatever method you choose, that the pet is dry after a bath. As when you leave moisture on the skin and you combine it with just the normal humidity and heat that will arise from their body heat, that can allow organisms to start to grow in some of the warm, moist areas, such as the facial folds, tail folds, ears, underneath arms, between toes. Those areas are more likely to start to grow bacteria or yeast if they are not fully dry after a bath.
But I like to play,
Simply performing basic bathing and grooming services makes your patients feel better and speaks volumes to clients. Returning an animal to their owner in better condition than when they were admitted shows that you care and is seen as a reflection of the quality of health care that was provided.
Okay, well that was bathing dogs, and now I guess we're gonna learn literally everything else. Well, I guess I can finish the lesson while you guys install. Have you tried Honkai Star Rail? I have. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I do like Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves. Absolute peak story on man. Yeah. I couldn't get into the.
Although the traditional
I couldn't get into the turn base. I really couldn't. I'm sorry.
Chemical dips are still used.
I wanted to like it, and I was a Genshin lover, so I liked it. I prefer Wuthering Waves.
As well as safety precautions that should be taken.
Long video. I'm going to lose my mind.
First, let's discuss the supplies you will need for a dip.
I couldn't get behind Woo, to be honest.
First,
no, that's fair.
As prescribed by the
honestly,
veterinarian.
I feel like there isn't too much story, but it's still pretty good.
A sponge, and then water to put inside your bucket. Now, ideally, your patient
Girls
will already
Frontline too.
have
No, those are for the fucking
gooners,
bro. You're a fucking gooner, Hyru.
But you may want to reapply the eye lubricant if needed. You'll also need personal protective equipment. When you're dealing with these chemicals, you'll want to wear personal protective equipment. So I have gloves,
because it is
a waterproof apron, and protective eyewear. Now, you'll want to be in a well-ventilated area when you're using a dip.
Boy, what the fuck did you just say?
You want to make sure that you've bathed them, brushed them out prior to
Genshin currently, don't got the time to get into full on RPG games, so I haven't tried it.
Next, you will verify that
if you like Genshin, you'll love Wuthering Waves.
As prescribed by the veterinarian.
If you like Genshin,
and you'll want to follow the labeling instructions exactly.
I played Genshin, and I really liked Genshin.
So for this particular dip, you
and I loved Wuthering Waves. I still do. I don't play it on a daily, and I really want to. Genshin cosplays, my beloved, ain't no fucking way. Actually, I cosplayed as Aster. Aether, no, not Aster. Aether. Aether for a convention. I have Aether's wig. I have Raiden's wig. Um, I spent a lot of money on Genshin. I got Raiden and I got Kokomi. Kokomi is my beloved. I love Kokomi. Kokomi is literally the reason that I live and breathe. Yeah, I have Raiden's wig. I just never cosplayed her. I was in a beta and my friend was Sucrose. Ain't no way we got some Genshin cosplayers up in here. Let's fucking go. I love it. I love cosplayers. I was a big cosplayer. For a hot minute. I fell out of love with it and then I got super busy with work. So unfortunately I haven't cosplayed in forever, but I really, really want to get back into it. Welt or Gallagher from Star Rail? No. I've heard of Gallagher, but no. I really don't like Star Rail. I really tried to get into the story, but no.
You would pour a 4-ounce bottle into 1 gallon of water. Now, since Moki does not have a medical condition that requires her to have a dip, we will just demonstrate with water for this purpose.
Gallagher's my next cosplay, sexy man. Hey, let's fucking go. Bucket.
When you are dipping a dog, perhaps you're treating them for ringworm or Demodex and you're going to be using a special medicated dip that's stronger than just your average shampoo, you have to take some proper precautions in doing so. First and foremost, the dip will not do its job if the pet is not clean, so you do need to make sure that prior to applying the dip to the animal's coat that the animal has been brushed out, bathed properly, and the shampoo rinsed off before you apply the dip. In most cases, you're going to apply the dip according to the manufacturer's instructions to the pet's coat when they are wet, and you'll saturate the coat in all areas.
After the dip has been prepared, you want to use a sponge and just saturate it with the dip. And then you'll soak all the way to the skin, all over the body. You want to pay special attention to any lesions or problem areas. Just completely saturate the skin. When you're working up by the face, you want to be careful not to get it into the eyes. Just make sure that you're completely saturating.
Bro was like, this is heaven. Look at him. He's so happy.
When performing a dip, it's important to remember that the dip fluid actually has to get down to the skin level.
Unknown.
That's where all your problems are. Your fleas, ticks, mites, flaky skin, seborrhea, all that stuff happens not up in the hair coat itself, but down at the skin level. So if you're having a problem getting the dip to penetrate all that hair, the better solution is to shave long-haired animals or brush them out really good before you dip them.
Once the body has been completely saturated with the dip, you want to make sure not to rinse them because most of them will need to drip dry. You can, however, gently squeeze out any excess from the coat. Afterwards, you want to make sure that you're putting an e-collar on the dog to avoid them ingesting any of the chemicals if they lick or
Shut up! I'm so tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
Now she's ready to go to a cage.
Okay.
As a technician monitoring a dog or cat after it has had a medical dip, you need to be aware that certain things can happen that are adverse events after a dip.
I didn't crash. I don't know
the
what
dog may have
a
contact allergic hypersensitivity where their skin becomes red and irritated. They may even have a more serious hypersensitivity reaction where they have more of an anaphylactic type reaction.
You guys crashed
Their
this
face
time.
swells. They have trouble breathing.
I would never do such a
Certain
thing
animals
like
may also start to have vomiting or diarrhea. Even if they haven't ingested some of the dip, they may be reacting to it as an allergic reaction just by the dip absorbing through their skin. So you need to be aware of some of those things and alert a veterinarian if you notice any of those things after a dip.
Now when you're placing the animal in the cage, you want to make sure that you're choosing a cage that's not in a very drafty area because they will be drip drying. And you want to make sure that you've removed any blankets, as you don't want any of that absorbing the chemical, and any food or water bowls so that they're not contaminated as well.
It's like how people have like a run an ad button where they can automatically run an ad.
You do not typically
I just hit fucking
them.
internet crash
them
button,
to air
and my
dry
internet just
in
shits
order
itself,
to
you know?
treat the condition that the animal has.
Yeah.
Ooh, look
When
who's
that pet is
first.
allowed
Look
to
who's
air dry, it's
first.
very
Congrats
important
on
that they
being
not
first,
lick the
Pokey.
dip off of their coat, as that dip could be toxic or could make them sick. So you may have to consider putting an Elizabethan collar on a dog while they're drying during that process to keep them from licking at their coat until the dip is dry.
Now once your patient's dry, you can remove the e-collar. As a veterinary professional, it's important to understand how to properly perform
literally
dips on
just
your
like the
patients.
best, bro.
This is not only for the safety and successful
Being
treatment of
guaranteed
the
to
animal,
have 1
but for your
billion
own
things
safety
thrown at
as
you.
well.
I don't
If you have any
doubt
questions
it.
regarding the types of
Don't
chemical
doubt it
dips
at all.
or the procedure,
What does
consult
first
the
mean? It means you're
veterinarian.
first in the stream. It means you have bragging rights. You were the first one to show up. Oh, we were showing you the cat. Wait 1 second, guys. This is Shadow. It is Shadow. He's fat. It is Donnie's brother's cat. I love him. I love him so much. He's just a baby. He's just a baby. Ah! Ow, ow, ow. Thanks for the 100 biddies, Pokey, for the cat. Beautiful. That's Shadow. He's so big. He's so chunky. And this is Ace. This is Ace, Donnie's baby. Look at him. He's so tiny. He's just a baby. He's just a little baby. I love him. Ace is my favorite. I want a cat so bad, guys. I truly do. He is so cute. Next section. Nail trims. I can learn stuff about nail trims. Okay, good. I have reloaded my bits arsenal. Nuh-uh.
Trimming a dog's nails is a very common procedure that you will do nearly every day at your facility.
No.
In this video, we will discuss the importance of nail trimming and show you how it is performed easily and safely for both you and the pet.
No, dance. Dance ain't no way. Symbol?
Trimming a dog's nails can be a daunting task that can make both people and pets anxious. Many pet owners overlook the importance of nail trimming or simply don't want to do it and rely on visits to your facility to have it done. It's important that you are able to trim the pet's nails quickly and efficiently to make it a pleasant experience. Before we discuss how to trim the nail, it is important to have a general understanding of the anatomy of the nail. A dog's nail consists of a hard outer shell and a soft cuticle in the center. The soft cuticle contains a blood vessel that is commonly referred to as the quick of the nail. The ideal place to make the cut is between 2 and 3 millimeters from the nail quick in a 45-degree angle. If the quick is cut, the nail will likely bleed and the dog will feel pain and discomfort. On lighter colored nails, it is easy to see the quick. Many pets have black or darker colored nails, making it impossible to see the quick. But the anatomy is still
European.
Now that we have a basic understanding of the anatomy, we're going to go over some
Doing
safety
nail
concerns.
trim scare me.
Chris is helping me restrain Miss Emmy here for her nail trim. You always want to have your holder restrained.
What I always like to say, tell people when they're doing nail trims is less is more. Always cut off less of the nail versus more of the nail. If you're scared that you're going to hit the quick, do less. It's okay. It's okay if you can't, like, keep cutting. Always do less, especially with black nails. If your dog has black nails, holy fuck, black nails are terrible because the quick is black. So you won't be able to fully see the quick. Like in white nails where you can see like the actual quick. Explanation in Kit's yapping. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Oh, okay. I don't watch The Simpsons, guy. Yeah, I don't watch The Simpsons, so I definitely would not have known that. Okay.
Strain underneath the head to make sure that the head is secure and can't move around, and also supporting her belly so she's staying in the same position.
Ain't no way they
and
put
she
her
can't
in air
off the table.
jail. Oh no, she's.
It's always important to remember that
she's
the
in air
animals are
jail.
not familiar with you and you're not familiar with them. So you always want to do this procedure with a handler to make sure that everyone's safe.
Because you're European. Nah.
So when their nails do become too long, we can see them having problems with them getting caught on something. So potentially the nail can get caught when they're going on or off a different surface. That nail can break and cause pain and sometimes secondary infection because the nail bed may be exposed where it should not be exposed. You can also have problems with the nail actually curling enough that it grows into the pad that's associated with that digit, and that also is a source of pain and infection. Also, we can sometimes see problems with even walking. If the nails are very, very long, it can impact the dog's ability to
I had a cat the other day, and his nails were
thick. So you can definitely see all of those complications.
Like, most cat nails are thin and sharp, but his were sharp and fucking thick. Like, thick as balls, bro. It was, oh my god, they were so thick. Like, genuinely, they were like dog nails on a cat. It was actually, like, stupid crazy. And the owner went so long without cutting him that that the nails started to dig into his paw pads, which, poor baby. It made me so sad. After I like cut one of the nails, the nail had like fallen out of the paw pad and it had left like a huge ass gash. It was, oh my god, it like broke my heart. Poor fucking baby.
Are not trimmed regularly.
Trim your nails regularly.
Some pets are more comfortable or more easily managed on their sides, like Emmy is here. Before we get started with the nail trim, we'll make sure all of our equipment is ready. We have our nail trimmers for the nail trim and then our quick stop just in case we happen to get the quick. So Chris is helping me by holding Emmy and putting his forearm over her
sure it wasn't a tiger?
head so that
it was
she
a pretty
can't
big
move,
orange cat.
and then his hands are holding her bottom leg so that she can't stand up. We'll begin by holding the paw that you want to start trimming on and taking your nail trimmers. On the black nails, you can't really see how far the quick is, so you kind of have to go in gradual clips to make sure that you don't hurt her. On the clear nails, it's a little more easier because you can see the actual pink on the nail.
Yep.
So you want to hold the clippers at a 45-degree angle and just make small cuts until you see a little bit of pink, and then you know that you're close to the quick and that you've gone far enough. So you want to repeat the process with all of the nails, and it's important to not forget the dew claws, which are right on the sides. There might be times where you accidentally cut the quick, and you'll notice some bleeding from the end of the nail. When that happens, you want to have your quick stop ready. We have ours pre-packaged into a handy syringe that just makes it really easy to deliver to the end of the nail. So you just push it over the end of the nail, make sure it covers it completely, and then you make sure the bleeding is stopped and you're good to go.
I feel like we should do that.
On Emmy's back paw, she has a really good example of a lighter colored nail that makes it really easy to see the quick. You can just cut right in front of it. When you're finished trimming all the nails, you want to help make it a positive experience for the dog by giving her a treat at the end.
Yay! He gets a treat.
Good girl, Emmy.
Beautiful.
Many dogs find this to be an uncomfortable experience at first, but over time they'll become more accustomed to it. It's also important for nails to be trimmed every 3 to 4 weeks to maintain the proper length. To ensure this happens, educating your clients and supplying the proper tools will be very helpful for the pet. Doing this properly will ensure you are giving the dog a comfortable and painless experience.
It's just a baby. I'm waiting for Haiwu to be good with his A-poop. And for you, Dinky.
Expressing a pet's anal glands is a very common procedure.
If you don't want to look at a dog's booty hole, don't look at this.
As a veterinary staff member, it is important for you to be able to perform this task efficiently in order to keep you and the pet safe.
Expressing the anal glands are so nasty.
In this video, we will discuss the anatomy of anal glands, why they get full, and how to properly express them.
Well, that's my cue to lurk. I'll see you in... Here, I got you. In 5.5 minutes. In 5.5 minutes, if you want to come back, you can, I do have a command. I don't. You know what? We're taking this time. Give me a second. I'm gonna close this. We're taking this time to fix my fucking command, because I do have alert command. I swear to God I have alert command. Where is it? One second. I can do this. Wait. Not stream elements, it's... Fuck, what's the other command thing? Fuck, I forgot the other name of the... Nightbot. No, not Nightbot. Is it? Is it Nightbot? Why'd you both do roulette? What the fuck? No gamble? Yeah, no, it's not active. I haven't figured out how to activate it yet. Let's see. Is it because I banned Nightbot? Wait. Where is Nightbot then? What the fuck? One second, guys. I swear I will fix it. You have to like click dual and then the name. Unknown. You have to do that. I want a dual for 0 solar energies. Let's fucking go. I fucking won, bitch. You're just the person that I remembered. Let me see. Fuck. Wait. Okay, wait. There we go. There are 100 solar energies? Okay, accept. Is it because I'm European? I won. Okay, I'm gonna fix this really quick. Let's go unknown! I'm a sore loser, so exercise. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you- Oh my- Bitch, you're a fucking dick. Oh. Wait. I'm getting up. I'm in my scrub still, guys. I haven't changed out of my work clothes. Okay, 1 second. I'm at 10. My knees hurt. Ow! Thank you, Donnie. Ugh, 20 spots. Okay. Ow. You attacked me when I was defenseless. Internet doing internet things? What do you mean? I was literally connected the whole time. Let's see. Aha! I fixed it, guys. There's also an unlurk command. She was just fulfilling my redeem. I was squatting. Let's see what I miss. Too broke for that right now? Ain't no way. There you go, guys. Okay. We're gonna go back to the anal gland expressions. I don't think either of them are ready. Catch what? Catch what? Ain't no way. Ain't no band. No. Okay. We're gonna do the anal gland expression. It'll be 5.5 minutes. Okay, okay. I'll see you in a bit, Moki.
Clients are based around expressing their pet's anal glands. This process can be messy and lead to a very strong odor. Most pet owners are resistant to doing this at home and rely on visits to your practice in order to have it done. Before we discuss how to express anal glands, it's important to first understand the anatomy.
A win for Europe.
The anal glands on the dog are located underneath the skin at around the 4 8 o'clock position, so right around here. They're supposed to
solar
express
energies?
on their own
I don't
when the dog
know.
defecates
It was
to mark
just
its
the name I
territory,
chose.
but sometimes they become obstructed or even impacted, and then they don't express on their own.
They're just like
really uncomfortable
things
for
you
the
can
pet,
gamble
so they have
with,
to
I guess.
Come here and have us help them express them.
Once I activate
Next
the
thing we're going to do is
gambling
get all
ability.
of our equipment ready. We need a pair of gloves, some lube, napkins and gauze for the cleanup, some witch hazel, and our nice lavender spray.
Witch hazel? What the fuck do you need
So some of the signs that you would be looking for potentially to see if a dog has an anal gland problem would be scooting their rear end sometimes across the floor.
Scammed? What do you mean
biting or
scammed?
licking at their rectum or their back end area. That can often be also a sign sometimes of an intestinal parasite as opposed to an anal gland problem. So oftentimes we do recommend a fecal examination to see if there's any internal parasites that could be causing
there you go. You have to do
similar
exclamation mark
symptoms.
points.
Sometimes even a flea problem, even if they're biting at the back end, the flea bites themselves can cause irritation at the back end as well. So we always want to look for internal or external parasites at the same time as we're doing our exam.
Now that we're all ready, we'll go over some safety concerns. You always want to have a handler. Nikki's helping me here today with Abby. You want to have your handler holding the head secure and holding the belly up and holding her against your body so that she can't move around too much. Often they get really uncomfortable with the anal gland expressions, so you want to make sure that you keep them still.
When we are expressing the anal glands, because they can be uncomfortable, the dog's showing signs, they're scooting, they may be licking their back end, that is a sign that they're uncomfortable in that area. So it's important to keep in mind that if and when we are performing an anal gland expression, we always want to make sure that we have adequate staff to perform proper restraint, because again, if we're expressing those glands, during our exam or during an office visit, we want to make sure somebody's holding the dog properly, because if they're in pain and we don't know how much pain they may be showing until we go to express the glands, we don't want to have anybody injured because the dog is uncomfortable.
There are 2 ways to express anal glands, both internal and external. The internal way is a little bit more invasive, but veterinarians prefer it because it gets the job done a little bit better. For large dogs, you always want to do internal. For cats and small dogs, the internal is not really an option. You do the external method. But today for Abby, we're going to go ahead and do the internal. So we're going to go ahead and lube up.
Period. Lube up.
And then grab our paper towels.
The pain of losing some lingers.
Gently lift up the tail. Insert your finger.
Insert your finger into the booty hole.
Like I said before, they're at 4 and 8 o'clock. So
I do 6 and 9.
Feel for them. If they're really full, they'll feel like grapes. They can be as small as peas though as well. And once you find it, you're gonna kind of brace it in your thumb and forefinger, and then just express from the bottom up to the top. And you'll feel it.
Ew, you can see it dripping.
That's one side,
down.
and I'm gonna turn my finger to do the other side.
Ew, it's so gross,
Same process, just pushing from bottom to top and kind of rolling out.
Ew.
Okay, so now we're ready for cleanup. And we're gonna use our gauze and some witch hazel.
What the fuck is witch hazel?
It's because it has a really strong smell that kind of takes away the anal gland smell. And just clean all around the area.
Oh, okay,
and make sure you get the tail too. Sometimes it folds over onto it.
Ew.
The last step is the spray to make sure it smells good. Okay.
Period.
And like everything else, we always want to make it a positive experience for them in the end by giving them a treat. Good girl, Abby.
Yay.
Good girl.
As a surgeon, I will see dogs that have had chronic anal gland problems such as infection or obstruction. It's really causing them discomfort. And we'll have to remove the anal gland surgically, which can have complications, and it's a big surgery and an anesthetic procedure. So it's best if you can do preventive maintenance care.
I didn't know that they removed the anal glands.
The technicians are able to express them on a routine basis if needed, so that we don't end up with needing a surgery for your pet.
Being able to perform anal gland expressions in pets will not only help make you a valued member of the veterinary team, but it will also ensure that you and the pet remain safe and comfortable during this important procedure.
Okay, next one. Cleaning the ears. We have 3 more.
Ear complications in pets is one of the most common reasons owners bring their pets to the veterinarian.
Welcome back, Pokey.
As veterinary professionals, we will most likely see pets with ear conditions on a daily basis. In most cases, the first step in treating and preventing an ear condition is with a thorough ear cleaning. In this video, we will discuss how to safely and appropriately clean a pet's ears. In most cases, a thorough cleaning of the entire ear canal is the first step in treating an ear infection. However, it may be a good idea to clean the ears more routinely to help prevent future infections. Ear infections are often caused by allergy-related issues, foreign bodies in the ear, and often even the actual anatomy of the pet's ears. This is Jack. He's going to help us demonstrate how to clean ears today. And this is Kelsey, our handler. Now, it's always important to have a handler when you're doing this because you're working up around the face and the mouth. You want to make sure that you have good control of the head. So Kelsey is going to help get him positioned here. Ideally, if he's an animal that's going to want to back up on you, you'll want to put him up against the wall or in the corner. So I can move him to the corner a little bit. And then Kelsey's just going to help restrain his muzzle in the back of his head. And with the ear, there's actually 2 canals. There's a vertical canal and then there's a horizontal canal. The vertical canal and the horizontal canal almost make an L or a 90-degree turn from each other. So as you're cleaning the ear, you're actually going to want to just gently pull the ear up and out away from the head to open up this area down here. Now for this, you're going to use a veterinary approved ear cleaner, some cotton balls or cotton swabs, and some gloves to prevent any debris or fluid from getting on your hands.
Because ears are nasty, guys.
You may also want to have a towel handy just to keep us dry during this process.
Ears are very, very nasty. Always wear gloves.
Okay, Jack.
Mito Jack.
So again, pulling the ear gently away from the head and up just to open up those canals in there. You're going to actually just take the fluid and pour straight in there. I know it's a little cold. And you want to fill up the ear canal all the way till you see the fluid.
If you're cleaning
at
other
this
dog
point,
ears, I know
it's
that
completely full. You're going to take this area down here and just...
This is ear cleaner. It's not the ear medicine that you might be giving your cat. Because there's different ear medicines for different like ear infections, like chronic ear infections.
Gently massage in a circular motion.
An alcohol-based cleaner.
With maybe an emphasis on the upward part of your circular motion. This will help loosen any debris that may be sitting in there.
We have to clean them.
And oftentimes you'll hear a squishing sound when you do this.
Hear a
boy.
Yeah. You'll be a breed? No, you're just crashing.
This is where things can get a little bit messy.
Kidding. See you in a bit.
Because the next option is to have the towel handy to keep us dry, because as you see, Jack wants to shake his head. So I'm just going to place this over. And that kept us a little bit dry as you shook your head.
Have like really gunky ears. Yeah, they're
and what that did was help loosen any debris that was further in there, bringing it up to the outer area for you to be able to take your cotton swab and just gently wipe away any debris that you see in there. Now, depending on the amount of debris in the ear, you may want to repeat this process several times, but Jack's ears look really good, so I think we're just going to move on to the other side. Again, pulling the ear gently away from the head and up. You're going to fill up the ear canal with your fluid. And we're at the top. Okay, Jack. Massage in a circular motion. Again, with the emphasis on upwards. And you hear that nice squishing sound. And using the towel just to shield us from the shaking. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to clean the ear using a Q-tip. Now this is something that should only be done in a veterinary office. I would never recommend that you tell a client to use a Q-tip at home when cleaning the ears, as it can be dangerous. You want to make sure that your patient is very well restrained for this as well, and you only want to clean what's in the vertical canal. So as you can see from Jack shaking, some of the debris has already moved to the outer pinna. But with the Q-tip, we're just going to insert it into these little folds, making sure that we never go past where we can see. Ew. And just remove that debris that's moved out.
Ew. Nasty ears.
Once the ear is clean, you just want to make sure that you give lots of praise.
Yeah, Jack.
Good job.
Such a good boy, Jack.
And this concludes how to properly clean a pet's ears.
Yippee! We cleaned the dog's ears, guys. Now we have to do brushing teeth. This one's only 4 minutes long.
One of the most common questions clients ask is, do I really need to brush my pet's teeth? And if so, how do I brush them? While brushing your patient's teeth is not something that you'll likely do on a routine basis in your clinic, it is something that's important to teach your clients so that they're able to do this at home on a routine basis. In this video, we will discuss how to appropriately brush a pet's teeth. For demonstration purposes today, we have Shelby with us, and Kelsey will be our handler. It's important to have a handler anytime you're working with an animal that is unfamiliar, especially when you're working up by their mouth.
Gotta clean the new
When
guy's
teaching
ears,
clients how to do this at home, they probably will not need a handler as their patient will be more familiar and comfortable with them.
I would definitely.
So before we get started, let's talk about what supplies you'll need. First, a veterinary approved toothbrush. These come in multiple sizes for small, medium, and large dogs, and even can include a little finger brush.
Fingy brush.
A finger brush works well if you find it easier using your finger to brush your pet's teeth. Next, you'll need a veterinary approved toothpaste. They come in all different sizes and flavors, from malt, poultry, mint, and peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
You'll just want to make sure that it is a veterinary product. You never want to give human toothpaste to a dog or cat. Now that we have our toothbrush and toothpaste, let's get started. Now with your dominant hand, you'll hold the toothbrush, and with your less dominant hand, you'll just gently place over the top of the muzzle, lifting up the gums, as Shelby helps us do that. We'll insert the toothbrush at a 45-degree angle to the gum line, and just in a kind of oval motion, go back and forth, covering a few teeth at a time.
Beautiful.
You want to make sure that you get the tops and the bottoms, focusing mostly on the outside, as most of the tartar will only accumulate on the outside. Move to the front. Again, just small oval motions. And then move on to the other side.
Look at her pretty teethies.
As I mentioned earlier, some owners and pets may prefer the use of a finger brush. However, the same methods will apply. You'll want to lift the top lip of the muzzle, and with your finger caught on your dominant hand, you're just going to go in at a 45-degree angle again to the gums, making sure that you use a oval method of application.
Beautiful. Look at her pretty
Moving on to the front.
She got the gorgeous teethies.
And then moving on to the other side. Again, focusing on the outside of the teeth only, as most of the tartar will develop on the outside of the teeth. And you do want to make this a positive experience for your pets. You want to make sure you give lots of attention and love and praise. Good job, Shelby. Good girl. In regards to dental health, it's always better to prevent than to treat. This is something that's easy to teach to your clients so that they can do this on a routine basis daily at home. It's something that's quick and simple and will increase their overall health and happiness of their pet.
And will also not make you go broke whenever they get gingivitis later. Gingivitis is fucking expensive to treat. Clipper care. And dentals are very expensive.
Electric clippers are one of the most frequently utilized pieces of equipment in the veterinary practice. They're used to shave an area for surgery or ultrasound, prepare for an IV catheter placement, clear hair from puncture wounds or hot spots, and remove painful mats. In this video, we will discuss how to properly clean and maintain your electric clippers and blades.
Period.
So in cleaning clippers and blades, you want to make sure that you have the supplies
shit, it's
that
late,
you need,
guys.
and we'll go over each one of these as we go through the process.
I'm gonna have to head to bed soon.
But we'll start with cleaning the hand piece. Now you'll want to remove the blade first.
I struggle
And
to
then we'll just
remove
use
the
a
blade.
toothbrush here and just clean out all of that debris and hair. Now hair can also get down past this little section here.
Yeah,
so
I have to head to bed very soon. I probably won't go
Brush
live.
as much hair out from that pad as you can.
Maybe, depending on if they want me to.
Cleaning
if we
of
end up doing
clippers and
Apex,
blades
it probably won't
used
be
to
with my
groom
model.
animals is very important for the longevity of the equipment.
But I
and
work
also
East
to
tomorrow. But I
reduce
get
the
home at
likelihood of
12,
transmission
and I
of
go to
infectious
a movie at
agents from one
6.
animal to the next.
Well, I don't get home
Also,
until I get home at like
properly
2.
frequently sharpening blades is important
Adios,
to reduce
goodbye.
the pulling of fur.
I'm gonna finish up this little lesson and then
animal.
I'll probably call it a night.
We'll just replace this piece. And then you'll want to actually clean the hand piece as well. Now you want to check with your manufacturer for instructions on what chemicals are appropriate to use because some of them will damage the equipment. For this particular hand piece, we're just going to wet some gauze with alcohol and wipe it down. And then we'll move on to the blades. So you want to start by examining your blades. You want to check for any broken teeth because they will cut or snag the skin. And this particular blade does have broken teeth here, so this would need to be discarded. Now also, if your blades are not cutting very well, they may be dull and you may need to get them sharpened. So to care for these blades, we're going to get them cleaned out. You want to slide the lower blade out, but not too far because they are very difficult to get back in. Just brush out any debris and hair.
So gross.
And go back the other direction.
Oh god, that's like really nasty. Oh, rusty.
Now if there's a lot of debris caked in there, we can try to use a clipper wash to try to get the rest of it out, which we'll do that now. So I'm just going to attach the blade back onto the clipper handle and get it secure. And then we have some clipper wash here, some blade wash. We've just poured a little bit into a shallow bowl, and you'll want to just lightly dip the tip of your clippers into the wash and turn them on for about 10 seconds. And then just wipe off any excess onto a towel.
Okay.
Now some veterinary practices may have a clipper side spray that you could also use. Both of these chemicals suggest that you wear gloves when working with them, so that's why I'm wearing gloves. And to demonstrate this, you would just turn the clippers on and just liberally spray.
Why are we mixing chemicals?
Just let it run for a few seconds.
That's like super dangerous, ma'am. Why are you mixing cleaning
wiping
chemicals?
off the excess. And now that they're cleaned and disinfected, you want to follow up with a clipper oil. So to do this, you can either do a small strip on the inside of the blade.
My PC died again? I told you. I told you you were gonna die. No, I fucking told you.
So that's what I'm going to do. You just turn it on.
You're
and just in a few spots, put one drop of the blade oil. Just let it run for a few seconds to work through. Now these clippers have been cleaned and disinfected and they're ready to be used on the next patient. Now if you're not able to clean your clipper blades immediately after use, you should consider creating a place specifically for dirty or used blades until they can be cleaned and disinfected, just so you're not using dirty blades on another patient and possibly spreading contaminants to them.
Where you place the clippers and how you take care of them is very important because they're an essential piece of equipment that you use every day. In some cases,
I feel like you just randomly joined my Discord server, but I don't know if I've ever seen you anywhere else before.
Area, perhaps in your treatment area where you're going to be working on animals all the time. In other cases, you may have clippers that have a cord,
Am I just,
and
like, stupid?
they may actually have to be plugged in to be used. If that's the case, you want to store them in a central area where you can access them
I have a
easily,
feeling it's not crazy,
but also in a
but I'm gonna
protected
trust
area.
you.
So perhaps a drawer that's in a treatment area or in an exam room
not a crazy story.
where you can
gently
wrap the cord around the clippers, not bunch it up in a ball.
I swear to God, I feel like you just joined my Discord out of nowhere. I literally, maybe it's because I just didn't know your username, your Twitch
Whether
username.
you're using electric clippers for cosmetic or therapeutic reasons, it's important to understand how to properly clean and maintain them. This will help reduce the spread of disease.
I was like, who the fuck is this? I thought you were a bot at first, bro, because I've had so many bots join my Discord that I was like, oh my god, another fucking bot. And then you started like actually typing and you accepted the rules and I was like, oh shit, that's an actual person. I was like, oh fuck, that's like an actual dude. Alright, survey and test. Your email. Oh fuck. Fuck, wait, I gotta fight this once again. It's mental. Highly likely. Did the course meet you? Actually, it met my expectations. Yeah, I went about it in such a strange way. But did you like find me on Twitter, or did you literally like? Where the fuck would you find my Discord? On Twitter? Question mark? Who are you on Twitter? Just appeared with nearly no clue. In the fucking way. Writing this play gave me confidence and it strongly agree. What would you do? I don't need. I don't use Twitter. Bro. What the fuck? Where would you find my Discord? You joined Discord first, not stream. But have you ever been in my shit? Wait, I'm gonna look at your fucking message history, bro. Swear to God. I'm finding this shit out. Let's see. Literally, your first message was, I made it. What the fuck? How the fuck did you find me? Was it through Donnie? No. No, and it wasn't through Highwooks. You don't know who was it through Ren? Do you know me from Wenwick _? He's the other European. Wait. No, wait, because then how would you know me from Ren? Didn't like you feel you'd ever guess it? What the fuck? Yo, this shit creepy as shit. Who the fuck are not? To improve our educational products. Okay, it wasn't Nevi. Because Nevi rated me the other day. You didn't know who Nevi was. And you didn't know that my model was made by Nevi. You know, wait. You didn't say hi to Akon, so you don't know Akon. What the fuck? Um... Um... If an anime student is gonna leave me in. Whether an animal has received a chemical drip. Wait, you don't have Twitter. I'm so fucking confused, bro. Oh shit, I can show you guys a little bit. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. After an animal has received a chemical dip, the animal must be thoroughly rinsed, placed back in a cage with the power like the leon. They will not need to be monitored. Place an e-collar to prevent them from licking the dip. Which statement is not true regarding electric equipment. Reporting the fellow manufacturer for cleaning. Yep. It's perfectly acceptable to use clearly on multiple floor clean. No. That's not true. For an animal that has mats close to the skin, holding the blade, no. Pull the skin tight and run the clipper almost parallel to the skin. Yes. What should you do with the clipper that has chipped or been broken? Discard them. Which statement is not true regarding chemical dissipation? Carefully follow the instruction. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. Is the only personal equipment. Remove any food or water from the indoor layer drying. Yes. 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 Protective eye is the only person. No, you need gloves. What is the best approach to cutting nails during a nail trim? Cut 2 to 3 centimeters from the quick at the nail 45-degree angle. If shampoo is labeled as tearless, it will not matter if it gets in the animal's eyes. Wait, did they go over this? I'm assuming that's false. Because it's not tearless, it's tearless. As in it won't make... As if it won't... It's like it won't make the hair tear. Let me see, I'm using Quizlet, guys. Yeah, false. Good, I'm right. Guys, I'm right. WB no, false. That's false. Which statement is not true regarding an ear cleaning process? Blow the deer on the completely with ear solution. I mean, you can gently massage the base of the ear into okay. Okay, that's not true. Don't tell pet owners to use a Q-tip. Long-haired or thick-coated breeds may need to be shaved in order for chemical dips to be effective. No. Wait, yes? I thought they just needed to be wet. I thought they just needed to be wet. Wait. Let me see. We're using Quizlet again. It's true. Oh. I wasn't paying attention to that. Not gonna lie. Okay, where does the majority of tartar accumulate? In the mouth of the dog and the cat, on the inner surface facing the tongue, on the outer portion facing the lips and the cheek. When comparing the anus to a clock, where the anal glands can be located, I always say 3 and 9, or 3 and 9, but they said 4 and 6, right? Or 4 and 8. They did it like a little bit lower. I used to always say, I was told 3 and 9. Which method of expressing is most preferred by internal? Once an animal is secure in the tub, what's the first step you should take in the bathing process? Once an animal is secure with the bodies. Oh, well. I guess apply lubricant would be the first step, but I don't do that. Which statement is not true when preparing a dog or cat for that? Brushing out the animal coats. No transient are often included in the process. Tough mats are easy to work out during the important disinfectant table. I guess that's not true. Forming a nail trim on a dog, restraining the animal is not needed. Remember that black do not have a quick. Boy, Nails should be cut in small gradually to avoid cutting the clip. There is no need to trim declaws since they don't grow like the red boy. If you will be performing a medicated dip on an animal, make sure you thoroughly dried them after the bath. False. Brachycephalic dogs have a higher risk of water being sprayed into their eyes and nose. True. I got 100, guys. I got 100. Oh my god. I'm so happy. Wow, wow. I'm so smart. I'm so smart, guys. I'm so smart. Okay. Okay. That is all I'm gonna do for now. I'm super tired and I have to go to bed for work. Sadly. Let me see if anyone's live right now and I may rate them. While we are able to at least. Let's see. Hi, Quackies. I'm gonna get the raid message going. Raid 2. There you go. Raid messages. I'll eventually buy my stream elements a sub, trust. Let's see. Ooh. I guess we can do... Let's raid. Oh, I think Bai is having a subathon. We can raid Bai. Or is she sleeping? Oh no. Oh no, wait, actually. I lied. I think I want to do... Fuck, I don't know what I want to do. Oh, I want to do Hex. We're gonna raid Hex. That's who we're gonna raid today. If you don't know who Hex is a super hog artist. Super fun, super creative. Welcome back, and I am leaving unknown. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're currently gonna raid out to Hex 2. But I will see you guys all probably Sunday. I think Donnie planned a collab for me on Sunday, so I think we're gonna go on Sunday. Oh, she's doing drunk art commissions. Let's go. Those are always fun to watch. I will see you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much for joining me. Message in the Discord. I might explain myself. Okay. I will. It's annoying me that I'm off to the side. Give me 1 second. Okay. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will see you all very, very soon. Probably on Sunday, if not later on Saturday. And that's all. Goodbye, guys.